Let's talk about getting and setting variables in Postman. There's lots of variable scopes in Postman. Let's start with environments and globals. You can always use the quick look here to add and edit your environment and global variables, or you can go to the left sidebar and select environments to once again edit your environments and globals. So if I select an environment here, this is where I can manually get and set variables. But what about collection variables? Let's go over to collection, and if I select my collection, I can tab over to variables, and once again, I can manually get and set variables here in the editor. Let's go to a request. You can see that Postman is subbing in a base URL value. We just saw this collection level variable, subbing in a localhost 5000. So the syntax for getting variables in Postman in the text areas like the URL or the params areas is with the double curly braces syntax. Let's go ahead and set a variable using a handy dandy set as variable. So if I select the value that I want to set as a variable, this little pop-up occurs. Let's set as variable and create a new one. So the value is going to be what I highlighted, and I want to call this new variable user ID, and I'll select a scope. Let's try collection and set that variable. So Postman surrounds that variable name that I entered with double curly braces, and now when I hover over that, I can see it's subbing in that value that I highlighted at the scope of collection. So this is how you set and get variables in text areas of Postman, but what about under the pre-request tab and the tests tab? Well, we know that we need to write JavaScript here, so what you can do is start typing, and Postman will auto-suggest collection variables or environment. So this is how you can set a collection level variable, let's say user ID, with this value. And this is how you can programmatically set and get variables under the pre-request scripts tab or the tests tab using JavaScript.